Man, listen. Timberland just created his own AI rapper. Yeah, I know. The name, wild. The sound is wild. The internet is like confused. And honestly, man, I don't know if I should be impressed or scared for real. So this rapper's name is Tata, and yeah, it's exactly how it sounds. It's like an AI generated artist spitting bars like from a digital fake soul, trained by one of the greatest producers, that we know in the game. So, let's break it all the way down and get some different perspective because this is like some Black Mirror shit going on in hip hop for real. So boom, Timberland, who of course what he's made some bangers, and now he's teamed up with an AI company, and they gave birth to what sounds like if Siri grew up in the Bronx and like started rapping over Metro beats or something. Like it doesn't sound like a computer, but it is a computer. So to really talk about this, you really need to. What I would suggest everybody who is before you say anything about I would advise you to go to a place called, I think it's called Sana. No, not is it Sona or Sana? I believe it's called Sona. Yeah, hold on. Is it called Sona? I know y'all probably watching like, man, it's called. It's not Cena. Oh, here it is. Suno, right here in my thing. My bad. I was thinking I had it in my favorite. So, anyways, so yeah, Suno. So here we go there right quick. Put your phone number and stuff in. I'm not about to do all that. I guess I can do this. And boom, it'll take you to workspace, and you can create a song from scratch. Now, the reason I say go and try this and use it before you make any decisions or criticize is because this stuff doesn't this these things that this stuff is creating does not sound bad. I mean, not at all. It's not it's AI, so it's just generating. It's really generating random shit. It's just taking, I believe, like different different pieces of different whatever you're asking it for, and putting something together for you. Sometimes it sounds good, sometimes it sounds horrible, and that's just what you get when it comes to AI. So you try to streamline it as as best as you can to make it sound as good as you can. But honestly, when it comes to AI, a lot of times, sometimes it's a roll of the dice. So, anyways, with that being said, with um, with Timberland having his own artist, this I'm quite. I don't know if anybody else knew, but I seen this coming. Like Timberland has been working with Timberland is how I got hip to this program Suno. I mean, because Timberland has been working with Suno, I believe, ever since they came out. I believe he was like one of their first partners, and I've seen him online making beats and getting ideas and vocal chops and stuff like that from Suno. Um, and once again, when you listen to the things that this program could come up with, I know when I first heard it, I was blown away because it pretty much the artist it's going to make the artist sound, it's going to give the artist cadence, it's going to give the artist emotion, it's going to give the artist energy, it's going to give the artist all that, it's going to pretty much based off of the prompts you give it, it's going to write whatever it comes up with is probably going to be pretty good. And if you wrote the lyrics to it and you pretty much put the lyrics in, it'll sing the lyrics however you want them to sing the lyrics. So is that taken away from the artistry if you're writing your own lyrics? Now, if you're generating your own lyrics, then that's definitely all AI. But Timberland said he's going to write the lyrics for the artist, and as well as he can have other artists come in and write lyrics for the artist. So, is that an opportunity for artists to maybe make more money in the AI industry, where you can actually come in and write for an AI artist? Maybe. You gotta think like that because AI is not going anywhere. So there's no reason to try to be scared of it or to try to knock it. But let's get into what people have been talking about because it definitely was. So this is the artist. This is Tata. This is the artist. This is so she's AI. Looks very much real to us, but she's AI, right? I'm quite sure there's a woman out there that looks similar, that looks like her, but she's AI. And and Timberland said he's gonna work through it. So we have a lot of different things. So I went online and put it in YouTube to see what came up, and as you can see, it's a lot of different people. Got one guy calling him a sellout, Steve Penn. Shout out Steve Penn Music. Even Curtis King. Shout out Curtis King. I didn't listen to it, so I don't know if Curtis is saying that it's a bad idea or a good idea. So I can't really speak on that video. I'm gonna have to watch it, and I could probably, then I'll know. But yeah, but everybody's speaking on it, and some people are saying bad. Most people are thinking it's a bad idea, but then you have people like Ray Daniels. So Ray Daniels out in Atlanta, he has something to say about it. So let's hear what he has to say about the AI, and we'll also see what because it looks like Young Guru put a comment in there. So let's see what's going on.
Yo, and in today's news of artists are never satisfied. Artists are never happy. This is why executives, producers, stuff of that nature don't work with artists. First of all, the Timberland, who has super producer, who has, I see, helping as many artists as he can, decides he's going to play in the AI world, which, why the fuck wouldn't you? Like, let me tell you what an AI thing is. Let me tell you what an AI character is. Mickey Mouse is an AI character. Donald Duck is an AI character. Bugs Bunny is an AI character. You guys are looking at it wrong. He's going to make a character that he can have sing songs and things of that nature, sell products. That's all these cartoonists and all these young kids TV shows are doing anyway. So why y'all mad at him? Plus, do you know how hard it is to push an artist? They going to tell you, I want to do that. Jimmy Iovine famously told me one day, get you something that don't talk back. What is better than an AI artist that don't talk back? And we're still mad at him. Somebody just called me like, what you think about what Timberland did? Isn't it vulturist? I'm like, isn't he a culture vulture? I'm like, no, it's genius. Like, why wouldn't you have an AI version of it, of something that can create songs and put messages out there if you can't do it? You know how hard it is to put money behind an artist and a human, and how many people lose and y'all are still mad? I just had to put that out there. Shout out to Timberland for thinking in the future, but this is why it's hard for people like that, because you can never make artists happy. They're always mad at something.
So that's Ray Daniels. Ray Daniels is a music executive. He's produced a lot of big artists, ranging from Kanye to Lizzo to probably way more than that. But he's definitely one of those guys that you need to know in the music industry. But I see, his thing is, and like he said, he's thinking. You got to think outside the box. You got to think towards the future. Um, Now, Young Guru, who is Jay Z's producer, has been Jay Z's producer for years, and he's his engineer as well. Like, he's one of the producers. He's produced music for him, but he's really his engineer. So he says, Ray Daniels, you are completely wrong. I love you though. Mickey Mouse, Bugs Bunny are not AI. They are someone's imagination come to life and put on the highest level. Someone had to sit and create. Facts. Facts. And everybody, of course, exactly. So now Ray Daniels, I feel you. I think as long as you say it's an AI character, it's okay. It's when you try to act like it's a human when we cross the line. Now we have somebody named Presidential Diaz. He says you still have to create to the highest level with AI. If you want to be great, look at it as coding. That's all it is on another level. Think we all have to learn to evolve with the technology. Look at it as a step from analog to digital with music. Not bad. So, so we have a lot of people agreeing. We got people agreeing. We got people disagreeing. Let me see. All right. So hold on. Is that a? Oh wait a minute. Ray Daniels and so he. All right. So that's Ray. Ray. So Young Guru comes back. You won't know the difference. That's scary. The main reason I support Timberland is because he told us what it is. If you're trying to fake people out, that's terrible. But if you tell us what it is, then we are good. Young Guru. It's bigger than that. This is being trained off our music, things that artists created from scratch, sitting in a silent room and coming up with ideas, not just hip hop or R&B. Where's the money for that? This is about the bigger picture of 10 or 15 years from now. You can't just take entire catalogs and not pay. And what if I don't want you to use my cadence, my way of creating? The artists have no say. The deals are being done with the three companies that have access to everything. Okay, niggas is talking business now. Niggas is getting into well, not getting into it, but they just talking some business shit. Ray Daniel, from visual art to music to computer designs to architecture. So we just gonna give up all intellectual property. We can't be serious. This is what we are doing. Let's see if Ray comes back. Shit, Ray. If Ray know him, he probably called him like, nigga, look, I'm just. No, Ray probably ain't calling, but Ray ain't hitting back though. So I mean, and Ray is busy, so I'm quite sure he ain't had time to just be out there like that. But this is Timberland at Guru. Nah, you wrong. These tools don't work itself. You have to learn how to use and create your vision. That's it. Call IP. That's what Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse are. The reasons you say the high level because the tools were different. Okay, let's see what go. Oh, all right, Guru back at Timberland. You are absolutely wrong. Bob Hardaway had to sit down and create something from scratch in his mind, and you are missing the ping of human creativity. It's way beyond music. So it's okay for you to steal every person's art that sits down with a blank piece of paper and draws a masterpiece with their own style. You're just going to let AI copy that and say you're using a tool? No way. You are skipping all the other incredible things that happens to a child that learns to play an instrument. This ain't about the music business. This is about human existence. If that's the case, we don't need your genius. I can just copy you with AI. The train you are the train you are on the train you are who you are to I don't know. Train you are who are is because of your talent and your taste. You don't see the bigger picture. So that was at Timberland. Guru back at Timberland. I know exactly how they work. This is nothing new. A prompt is easy. We've been had this. I've been in the world because you started making music. I went to school for this. There are certain things that Nikola Tesla didn't give to the world for a reason. And Guru just going. I say high level because Disney figured out how to create a whole world around characters, theme park movies, all of it off one man's IP. Too too many typos for me to fix. But I say this in all love. I just completely disagree with you. And I I get it. I do. I get both sides of the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I think the thing with I think I think what Ray Daniels and Timberland are saying is true, but I also think what Young Guru is saying is true. Um, and I still think that art can still be its art. Um, I think all of it can exist at once. I don't think AI will totally AI art and AI music would ever totally just take out original music. Like there's always because there's always something because once again AI is trained off of us and we're as creative individuals there's ideas that we haven't had yet. There's things that we haven't done yet. There's things that we haven't even created and thought about creating yet. So they can't copy something that hasn't been done yet. So when somebody comes up with a new idea or a new cadence or a new this or a new that, that's still the first of its kind. The first, when it comes out, that person still has that copyright to it, that trademark to it. That that's my sound, that's my voice, that's my music, that's my song. Those are my words. You still have all that with it. Um, So even if all right, so now that it's out, now AI can train around it because now that it's out, and if they want to train around it, they can, but they couldn't train anything or do anything until you created it yourself. That's one way to look at it. Then the next way is how they actually say because you know both ways are creative. Creating with AI on these AI programs, script to these text to speech, script to video, text to video, like they're making workflows for people very a lot more optimized. People are working a lot more faster, getting a lot more done because they can do things a little bit quicker. And as long as it's not specifically the style of somebody, and really not even the style, but as long as it's not the exact same picture or the exact same thing. When it's music, it's different, but we're talking about art because a lot of this AI stuff, in my opinion, is really a lot of art and visuals. Um, so even when Timberland talks about an AI artist, I know how he's thinking about it because right now it's so easy for you to, like I say, do text to video, text to pictures. People are making faceless YouTube pages of just art of just different characters that they've made with AI, and they've just added voices to these characters, and now they have a whole new world and a whole new existence. And once again, that's creativity because I'll even break it down a little bit more on the AI side. It's not just like I showed you Suno, and Suno is good for music. You can do Suno with the music and stuff like that. But when it comes to creating like a person, like a face, like, and if I don't know where that face came from, if that's a um, it has to be an AI face. So it actually probably was generated with one of these AI programs, and he was like, "Oh, no, that looks cool. We'll run with that." And once you generate the face and have a picture of the face, now you can generate a lip. You can now you can make the picture move. Period. He can take that same picture, put it in a program like Kling AI, and it'll bring the picture to life. And Kling is good, and there's other programs that's even better than Kling that it'll bring it to life, and it'll look like a movie or some shit. And I mean, to me, that's dope. Like to be able to take a picture and make it move and come alive and do things like, and that's all AI. So AI it definitely has its, just like everything has its ups and its downs. But I feel like its ups are are going to be way more than its downs. And the creative thing, I don't like I said, I don't think it's going to impact it as much as when it comes to the labels and stuff, I ain't got shit to do with that. I don't know nothing. When it comes to labels and then buying catalogs and stuff like that, shit. I hope one day they buy my catalog. You see what I'm saying? Like, but who? You know what I'm saying? If they buy my catalog, then they got an AI guy singing my songs. Hey, as long as I'm getting paid for my catalog and I'm getting royalties every time this guy sings my songs or whatever, or however we do the deal, I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it at all. So, so yeah, so we just want to. I just wanted to speak on that because I seen everybody was talking about it, and me personally, like I said, I think it's a good idea, but I can see the pros and the cons to it, and just to see young Guru, who is a creative mind, who is a engineer, producer, who's created and produced with the biggest artists, to be going back and forth with one of the biggest producers and one of the biggest executives is pretty dope. And to see it being done in a respectful, manner. You ain't see niggas getting all crazy, talking all, reckless. So, yeah. So, dope conversation. We appreciate the love. Make sure you guys click the link in the bio, like, subscribe, know what to do. This is Sauce on Everything. SOE Cash Cow. Peace.